Good morning students. In the last class we have been discussed about system of particles. In that system of particles we have discussed about the concept of center of mass and center of gravity. If the mass starts to move, what is motion of center of mass means? We have clearly discussed about displacement, velocity, acceleration, momentum and force. Now we are going to the next part of this chapter, that is called what? So as our chapter name say that system of particles and rotational motion. As we already said that, as we already clearly discussed that what there are two types of motion are there. What are they? First one is translatory motion, second one is what? Rotatory motion. So in detail we have been studied about translatory motion in the previous chapters. Now we are going to discuss clearly about rotational motion. What is rotational motion? So as you know that any particle which repeated its path about a fixed position. For example, here this is a fixed position. So now in this fixed position the particle is moving with some velocity v. If you consider this is a translatory motion, what happens? The displacement of the particle after one rotation is 0. So there we need to take the new components in rotational motion. So we have in linear case displacement, here we called that as angular displacement. What is that? Angular displacement means, for example, initially the particle is at A. Okay? After some time t, the particle moves to a point B. As we know that AB is the displacement of the particle, means the shortest distance between two particles in the motion is called what? Displacement. Now here the angle subtended by the particle with respect to the fixed point is called angular displacement. So what is angular displacement? See, what is angular displacement? It is the angle subtended by at the center of the circle by an arc of circle. See, the angle subtended at the center of the circle by an arc is called angular displacement. Actually, angular displacement is a Greek word. So we can say that what is theta? Arc length by radius. So arc length is x. Assume that radius is L, or in some cases r. You can take anything, both are same. X by r. So the SI unit of angular displacement is what? Radians, RAD. Okay, now let's see that dimension formula. So we can clearly say that any physical quantity which has a unit but no dimension is angular displacement. It has unit but no dimensional formula, but it is a vector quantity. It has its own direction. How can we say that? So for example, if a particle has moving in two directions, right? What are the two directions is there? One is, if you are moving in rotational motion, we have two directions. One is clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction. If a particle is moving in anti-clockwise direction, theta is positive. So for anti-clockwise direction, theta should be considered as what? Positive. For clockwise direction, we consider theta as negative. So this is what clear information about angular displacement. What is angular displacement? It is defined as the angle subtended by the center of the circle by an arc of a circle is called what? Angular displacement. So it is represented by letter what? Theta, right? And the next quantity is what, ma? Angular velocity. Angular velocity is defined as what? Simple. Rate of change of displacement is called velocity. So rate of it is defined as rate of change of angular velocity, angular displacement. It is defined as what now? Rate of change of angular displacement represented by letter omega. Omega is equals to tt by t if the change angle is small, d theta by dt. So theta units are radians, time is seconds. As you know that omega is also represented what? 2 pi by t, because in rotational motion what we consider, the time taken to complete one rotation is called angular frequency. So here after one rotation the displacement of the particle is what? 2 pi, is it right? If it starts from A, again it reaches A, so it completes one rotation, means this complete circular path. What is the angle of circular path? 2 pi. The time taken is called time period, so theta is 2 pi, time period is t. As we know very well that f is equals to 1 by t, omega can also be written as what? 2 pi into f. And coming to dimensional formula for angular velocity, radians has no units, only seconds, t power minus 1. So it is also a vector quantity. Since displacement is a vector quantity, velocity is also a what? Vector quantity. For anti-clockwise direction, omega is positive. For clockwise direction, omega is negative. So what is angular velocity? It is defined as the rate of change of angular displacement. Omega is equals to theta by t. If the change of displacement is very small, we can write d theta by dt, radian per second. Omega is equals to 2 pi by t when it is making in periodic motion. When it repeats itself in rotating motion, the displacement is 2 pi and the time taken is t. Now let us see the relation between v and omega. Already we have derived several times what that is. Relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. What that? V is equals to r into omega. What is v? V is called linear velocity, r is called radius, and omega is called, as we know very well, that angular velocity. Is it clear, students? Next one is what? After velocity. If the velocity is constant, not a problem. If the velocity keep on changing, then one more quantity will come into existence. What that? That is called angular acceleration. What is angular acceleration represented by alpha? We can easily say that rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Rate of change of angular velocity is called angular acceleration. So what we can say that it is defined as rate of change of angular velocity. Rate of change of angular velocity is called angular acceleration. Alpha is equals to omega by t, means omega 2 minus omega 1 by t, or d omega by dt. What is the SI unit? Radian per second by second. So SI unit is what? Radian per second square. Coming to dimensional formula, what is dimension formula? Second square t power minus 2. It is also a vector because the angular velocity has its direction that is tangent to the direction of motion of particle. So now let us derive the relation between A and alpha. Well, let us derive. We have not derived previously, so we are going to derive here. Relation between A and alpha. We know that what is velocity now? V is equals to r into omega. differentiating with respect to time on both sides. What do you get? dv by dt is equals to r into d omega by dt. What is dv by dt? Rate of change of velocity. What is d omega by dt? Rate of change of angular velocity. As you know very well, the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. R is r, d omega dt is what? Alpha. So this is what? A linear acceleration. R is called radius. Alpha is called angular acceleration. Alpha is called angular acceleration. So let us write. So we come to that linear velocity. Displacement is what? Yes. Angular displacement theta. Okay, we'll discuss here. Now I am going to write already very well known concepts. Kinematic, equations of uniformly accelerating body of rotational motion. So we have derived the kinematic equations of motion by using graphical method in linear motion. What are that? Are v is equals to u plus at, s is equals to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square is equals to 2as. As very well know that, let us consider a body has initial angular velocity omega naught. Moving with uniform angular acceleration alpha, having a displacement theta. Which displacement? Angular displacement theta in time t. So we can rewrite these equations as v is equals to u plus at. What is v? Linear velocity. What is angular velocity here? Omega. What is u? Initial velocity. What is initial velocity here? Omega naught. Acceleration is represented by alpha. Time is t. Next equation, s is equals to ut plus half at square. What is s? Displacement. Displacement is what? Theta. U is what? Omega naught. Time t, t. Half. A is alpha t square. Next last one, v square minus u square is equals to 2as. What is v here? Omega square minus omega naught square is equals to 2 alpha theta. Why alpha? A is acceleration, alpha is angular acceleration. What is s? Displacement theta. So we learned clearly that displacement in linear motion is s, in rotational motion is theta. Velocity is v. This is what? Translatory motion. This is rotatory components. Angular velocity omega. Here a acceleration, here alpha. Time t, here also time t. So time remains same. So what are the quantities we learned here today class? We learned about rotational components, basics of rotational motion. What are they? Angular displacement. What is angular displacement? Angle subtended by the circle at the center by north. What is angular velocity? Rate of change of Angular displacement is called angular velocity. What about angular acceleration? It is defined as rate of change of angular velocity. Thank you, students.